Well guys, that's a very good start. We have a starter motor that works. I'm going to be checking the fuel pump. I got a couple of those on the shelf, so I'm not even worried about that. And I'm going to be taking this apart today to see whether these are worth a darn or not. I don't know. I mean, look at the deposits inside there. So guys, welcome back to Wineinger Racing. It's a beautiful morning in San Manuel, Arizona. And as promised, I'm starting on that sand buggy today. Wanted to see if the starter motor worked, because of course that's a good start. Now, what I did last night was kind of go through this stuff to see. Using these two cranks is not going to be a problem. This one here, I pulled the rods off, and the rod journals are actually, they'll polish up nice. This here, I'm gonna have to see if I can polish this up to even use this crank. If not, I'm gonna be looking for a crank. But what I got here is enough material to put together 3 1600 motors. And then the two 2276 or whatever, that is gonna be a future project. I'll just hang on to those jugs. Because it needs a stroker crank. So that's gonna be happening today. And I got a message from a guy in the area that he really wants me to work on his buggies. He wants to get them running, and so we're gonna run out, take a little road trip, and we'll run on out to his ranch and see what his buggies look like and see what they might need. So we're going to do that today, and then we're going to tear into this thing. So I'm going to get things going, and then I'll bring you back when things are a little bit more exciting. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Well, there's another positive sign. The fuel pump is working. Probably won't use it, but it does work. Now that I'm down here nice and close to stuff, we see we got a bum boot there. Gonna have to replace. It looks like a fairly brand new throwout bearing. And then there's another boot there. So things are looking pretty good here, guys. Get us a motor built for this and get some brakes. Which brings up another question that I'm gonna throw at you guys. Now, this is a sand car, and I don't know how typical it is, but a lot of sand cars don't even have the front brakes. I'm not big into sand cars, so I don't know the whole purpose of not having front brakes, except like in the sand, if you hit the front brakes, your vehicle's just gonna dive into the sand. So keep them rolling, and then let the backs be the anchor. Plus it has cutting brakes for steering. When you're riding a wheelie, you got to be able to steer. So the question is, see, what they did was they took the 5-lug drums and they cut the braking portion off of them. So basically they just have the big flat disc to bolt onto into there. So, but I happen to have 4-lug, an entire front brake assembly, because what we did with Black Betty is put disc brakes on the front of it. So we have got 4-lug drums, backing plates. I got the entire assemblies to do the brakes. So I'm gonna put it out to you guys. Put it in the comments. Do you think I should put front brakes on this thing, or just leave it like it is? Because like I said, I go out in the desert. I want front brakes because I don't want to run into a cow or anything. So I got to be able to stop real fast. But in the sand, do we need front brakes? Should I put front brakes, or leave it like it is and keep it an authentic sand car? You guys let me know. Now, we're about to start our road trip, so let's get on with that. All right, guys, here we go. In the old Rusty here. LS Swap 77 Chevy pickup truck. My favorite part of this trip when we drop down into Mammoth, which is right on the edge of the San Pedro River. It's hard to see, but look at how green it is down there in the valley. That's because the San Pedro River, which is an underground river I hear, and it does come up above the ground down here. I think they said Bowie, Arizona. But you look out there just how absolutely gorgeous this valley is. And then there's a road that goes up and over those mountains. You can see it when you're looking for it, but it goes all the way to Safford, Arizona. Look at how absolutely gorgeous this land is. Look at down there. Look at how green that is down there. Look at that, it's mesquite trees. They got their roots way down into the water. That's an old railroad trestle there. The mines around there are supposed to get active again, so we'll see what happens then. Look at down there. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Anyways, guys, let's continue on with this adventure. We are now entering Mammoth, Arizona. All right, guys, well, I made it out to my friend's property, and I'm glad I did. This place is absolutely amazing. If you are like me and you like mechanical stuff. Because, well, let's just take a look around here. He has got, that's an old Ford there. But I'm going to take you over here to this, I think it's called an F6. Where the dog is. Dog, you're going to be famous. Now, what this gentleman has is a bunch of buggies, and we'll go look at it. And he's willing to work a deal that I repair his Volkswagen buggies and stuff, and I will actually take this. And what I'm thinking is to make a off-road wrecker out of it. Put a motor in it. Right now it has the flathead straight 6 in it. And put a big diesel motor in here, 4-wheel drive it, and then make the bed so it comes down and like a wrecker. So that's what I'm going to be working on after I get these buggies going. Now, a couple of these buggies he does want to sell, and here's one here, and this is a super mid-engine sand car. And looking at it, those are big tubes, 1 5/8. So I believe he said this was a 2276 sand car. He has paddle tires for it, aluminum wheels. So this one here, we're gonna get running, fix it all. He says it runs, but we're gonna get it all fixed up, cleaned up, and get that sold for him. This guy here says runs, needs a little work. This guy here, look at this badass desert car. Very, very cool. Another buggy there to get running. And then over here is a Volkswagen. And he really wants this going. But when I heard it's him try to start it, it sounded like it has a down cylinder, like either valve adjustment, bent valve, something. So we definitely have a low compression cylinder here. So this is the first one. This is going to end up in my shop tomorrow, and we're going to start working on that. So lots of exciting stuff in the works here. We are going to get that one sold, and I'm going to be putting it on my website and letting everyone know. So anyone that wants a badass sand car, mid-engine, 2276, it's a nice one. So that's it. I'm going to head back to the shop and get busy on my sand car, and we got to get a motor built for it and get it sold also. So all right, guys, we'll see you back at the shop. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, that was really exciting being out there at my friend's place, seeing all the vehicles that he has that he needs running. And well, we're gonna get all those vehicles running for him. He wants to sell some of them, and some he wants to drive. That's fine. Whatever he needs, we're gonna do. And then you saw what I'm gonna get out of the deal. That old Ford, what was it called? The F6? 1950 F6. Looked like about a 14 foot bed on the back that I can turn into, what's that called? The tow truck with the flatbed that goes down, picks up the vehicle. Do something like that. Put some winches on it, make it 4-wheel drive. Put a diesel, what's called a Cummins. Put a big old Cummins in it. That would be really, really something to build. So that's gonna be fun. But first, we got a lot of VW stuff to get working. We're gonna go build a motor for this, which you saw yesterday's video. I got tons and tons of parts. Out of the crankshafts, I did pull a couple of rods off, and these journals, they don't look bad. They look a little stained, but they're not rough at all. But the actual crank journals, I'm gonna work like hell to polish that all up. Probably end up sending it, but I hope it doesn't doesn't give me problems. That rust on these journals went a little bit deep, and that bothers me. So we'll see what can be done with this crank. I want to use this crank because it is the 8 dowel, where both of these are just 4 dowels. These are all stock camshafts, and basically all these sets are 85.5, which is the 1600 bore. So, and then I finished cleaning up the storage room yesterday and brought all my transmissions over. So lots and lots of exciting work is going to be taking place here at Wineinger Racing, and I'm looking forward to get started. Tomorrow morning is when my friend's bug is coming, and that's the one. I think the way it was sounding sounds like a valve adjustment or maybe a bent valve or something, but he's got one cylinder that's down. We'll discover that tomorrow and get that running for him, and we'll be to work on this too. Nothing but work on all these very, very exciting cars, and it all starts tomorrow. Well, it started today, but that's it for today. I'm gonna rest up for tomorrow, because tomorrow we got a Volkswagen to get running. So thanks a lot all for watching, and like, share, subscribe, all that. And don't forget to go to our website if you need auto parts, Volkswagen parts, performance parts, buggies, classic cars. The website I'm building is just going to be the place for all car guys to go and find the stuff you need. So that's in process. It will get built like everything else. And so we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see what's wrong with this Volkswagen. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.